it makes you really strong physically, gives you more stamina, more endurance. Kambo is a secretion from an Amazonian tree frog. And the tribes in the Amazon basin, they've been using the secretion as a medicine for a very, very long time. Kambo questionnaire, something came up when you answered that you have been taking certain pharmaceutical drugs.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted the clarification, how long ago you stopped these substances?
Hello, Jatta.
Hello.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. What are we doing today?
We're doing Kambo, but before we're doing Kambo, I'm clearing you from specific programs that might be preventing you from having an excellent Kambo session. So Roger, in your Kambo questionnaire, something came up when you answered that you have been taking certain pharmaceutical drugs. I just wanted the clarification, how long ago you stopped these substances?
Yes, I was on lithium and I was on antipsychotics for about 3 years, and I stopped them in August 2020. So it's been about a year and 3-4 months.
Okay. Can you just tell me quickly about the misdiagnosis, because this is very relevant to Kambo.
Okay, well, my diagnosis didn't actually involve any diagnosis. So it was based on behavioral kind of certain behavior that happened at an instance in time. Based on it, I was actually forced into a psychiatric hospital, never seen by a psychiatrist or a psychologist, and I was given a diagnosis for bipolar disorder.
That's incredible.
Yeah. I believed it. I was on psychiatric drugs for 3 years because I was told that I was.
And how do you feel now after you've stopped them?
Well, my withdrawal was 21 days. It was administered. It was it was monitored. And because it was over 21 days, I actually withdrew in a very kind of peaceful way. There was no withdrawal. But slowly, after like maybe a few days after stopping, I started regaining access to my emotions, because I was, these drugs actually block your emotional body completely. So there's a disconnection between the physical body and the spiritual body. Being the emotional being in the center of it. So I started regaining my access to my emotional body, and that was fascinating because I started experiencing all forms of emotions, whether anger, whether happiness, whether love, whether peace. So I started actually feeling it physically.
But this is healthy to have emotions.
Yeah, of course it is. It's not healthy not to.
We are emotional beings.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, emotions are the main driver for all our life's achievements,
Absolutely.
the actions that we do. So, but yeah, I mean, the fact that you are emotionless on psychiatric drugs means you are in a depression automatically.
So first we're going to chat about the intention, because Kambo works so well when you have something in your mind already that you want to work with, and then of course the medicine goes in and fixes where it sees you need healing the most. But through the intention, we kind of amplify, even also to ourselves, that what we want to be and what we want to address within. So that's part of the healing process. Kambo is a secretion from an Amazonian tree frog. And the tribes in the Amazon basin, they've been using the secretion as a medicine for a very, very long time. We started recording this like in the 1930s, but they've been doing it way before that. So Kambo always in the tribes, the men take kambo before they go hunting. So it enhances all the senses. It makes you really strong physically, gives you more stamina, more endurance. You are less hungry, and you don't need to drink as much. You know, you're in the jungle. You know, you're hunting, so you're looking for the prey. So this is what they've been doing it for a long time. Another thing that they do in the village is kambo heals malaria. It
Malaria?
fixes, yes.
Really? Okay.
They give it to people who are sick for malaria, any viruses, any parasites, any fungus, anything. They give kambo. And also, what kambo removes very efficiently, the tribes call it panima. And they see someone who has like bad luck or bad energy like around them. And when they give them kambo, this is resolved. So in the West, we can perceive that probably that you know, person is depressed or anxious or worries a lot, and that creates already this like negative energy around that person. And kambo also fixes those energetic blockages when you are really, you've had traumatic experience, and that energy has stayed within your energy field. Yeah, and also kambo gives an amazing detoxification. In half an hour, it detoxifies your liver, your pancreas, your gallbladder, your intestines, and you will feel super clean from the
I mean, you know,
inside.
it's really funny because a year and a half ago when I came and I was still on psychiatric drugs, actually my kidneys were failing.
What?
Yeah,
Really?
my knees were swelling and stuff like that. So there's enough, I think, damage to my kidneys in particular, and probably to my liver from, you know, whatever.
So, why do you want to do kambo?
My intention is to reverse the physical damage and to release anger, replacing it with peace.
But say that in a positive way, so you don't have to, don't talk about the anger, don't talk about
Okay.
the reversing, talk about...
Yeah, I want to cleanse my body and bring more peace into my heart. Jatta, so it's what you call purged, right? And purging means releasing, right? Something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah. So I threw up for about 5 minutes, lots of water, and it had a color, and you called it bile. So what does that mean? What did I release? Because I feel great now. So after the session, it took me like 10 minutes to come back to a good state. But I actually feel light. I feel released. But what is it that I released?
You probably know better than me, it was coming from your body, but physiologically,
Yeah, physiologically.
the yellow that comes into the bucket is bile, and when the liver is detoxifying, it makes the gallbladder to contract, and we store bile in the gallbladder, so it's contracting and it's coming up.
So,
That's-
but when it's released, what is the impact on the physiological impact on the body?
Well, it has detoxified your intestines, your liver, pancreas, spleen, gallbladder,
Wow, all of this.
kidneys, everything.
Okay. And how does that affect me, not just physically, so of course the obvious physical, but also mentally, emotionally, like what do you feel kind of?
You know, a lot of toxins, I'm just reading I'm doing the celery juice, so I'm reading the celery juice book. And interestingly, you can store a lot of environmental toxins in your liver and in your pancreas. So those toxins, like aluminium, mercury, like from environment, from food, from pharmaceutical drugs, they all stay. And those environmental toxins, those heavy metals, also contribute to brain fog, to mood swings, to depression, to anxiety, to worry.
So how I mean, again, so you know, I've just detoxed, and that detoxification, of course, is gonna improve my physical health, my mental health.
Oh, your gut health, you
Yeah.
feel it in your digestive system. It fixes it very efficiently. Any digestive disorders,
Yeah.
Kambo is a huge help.
Cool. So I just did a flushing.
Yeah, just flush
A
the...
frog-induced, an Amazonian frog-induced
Yeah,
detoxification. Thank you so much.
thank you.
One
So
last thing, I want you to tell me a bit about kind of your philosophy to holistic medicine, like, or holistic healing.
Nature is so intelligent, and the science that comes from the ancient past has the highest healing potential. Like yoga, 6,000 years of like old practice,
Yeah.
breathing techniques, meditation. There's a lot of power in this traditional healing. Same with nature, with plants. I wouldn't know anything better as healing the whole being, not just fixing like band-aid, fixing a headache or fixing a pain somewhere, because that pain, mental, physical, emotional pain, there's always a reason for it.
Yeah.
And we can't just put a band-aid on it. We need to treat the whole being. We need to treat every single aspect. So it has to come from the physical to the mental to the emotional and to the spiritual body. And like you said, the psychiatric drugs remove you from
Disconnect the physical from the
the
spiritual.
emotional body and spiritual body. That's terrible. That's like the worst thing you could do to the self to help in the healing process is actually making it reverse, making it worse.
Yeah. True.
Yeah, so
Cool. Jatta, thank you. It was a pleasure getting to know you over the last few weeks and to experience it myself. So, you know, I actually... oh, there you go. Somebody wants to be in the video.
yeah.
So yeah, I'm very grateful for the session today. And yeah, we hope that we get more and more people to adopt natural, holistic ways of
Absolutely.
approaching their wellness, whether it's mental or physical.